straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Newton. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now Newton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Newton escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Panthers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On play action, now Brady. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-0.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the surprise as they lead big here on the road. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, he's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. Brady now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Newton now to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball.
Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 49 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, It's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Newton. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Brady now on 1st down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They fake the give. Newton steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by one more.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And now here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Newton.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. It would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede. If they want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
Newton's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Throwing is Newton. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Cam looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Forced out to his left. That is caught. It's Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
pitch. The ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case,
they saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in it. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Being chased out left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. On second down, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Brady. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Brady, got to have this one. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Shut him down. Let's do this.
On first down, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And now here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be... And he loses the football a second time. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
This will be brought out. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Newton going to try and throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
This is our time. Our time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. They'll roll him out right. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down now. It's Cook in trouble, and the ball's out. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. In his own end zone, it's Brady. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been... Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon. And this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Brady now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. After the sack on first down, Brady. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Newton's going to throw it. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.